Good morning. It is demo day for the sky. We are swapping our wood railing for something a bit more modern. We're gonna be changing it to a custom welded black iron railing that I'm super excited about. It's like quite thin and minimal. So it was absolute chaos in our house for about 2 weeks while we were getting this railing welded and installed, but we are so happy with the result. Our welder did such an amazing job on this project and honestly copied pictures that I gave him almost exactly. So I'm so happy with this. And then I got going on another project of sanding and repainting our wood stove because it looked quite chipped before, and I think it turned out quite well actually. I had some friends staying for the weekend, so I went and picked up flowers to place around the house. And then we ended up getting so much snow, which was perfect for our ski and snowboarding trip. But definitely a lot of snow for springtime. And then I got going on a smaller project, but I think little things like this can make a really big impact. I swapped out all of our switch plates and fixtures for these stainless steel chromes that I found on Amazon. I think we're gonna eventually rewire the insides, but this definitely made a big difference of modernizing the house. And then we also hung up this cute little Herman Miller pendant in our guest bedroom. I am finally going to be sharing the details of this sofa with you guys. You might be able to hear the birds chirping outside. I have all the windows open because it's such a beautiful day. I'm in my work clothes just because I've been working on the house here. So let me tell you, there's a lot of work to still be done. The new season just opens up so many new projects, which I will get into a bit more in a second. But I want to share all the details of this sofa with you guys. I'm so happy to be partnering with Vetsac on this video. I've already shared the sofa on my other platform, so maybe you've seen it, but I just wanted to give you the whole rundown here with all the details. Vetsac produces the most comfortable and chic sofas and beanbags on the planet. They have so many different style options to choose from, and all of the sofas are modular so they can adjust to your space, and they truly are so comfy. I had a bit of a challenge picking what fabric I wanted my Vetsac to be upholstered in. I chose to go with their dark gray cord velour, and I am so pleased with it, but I'm also always swooning over their other sofas. If I ever design another house, I can totally see myself getting another one because I love this so much. Everyone that comes over is obsessed as well. It's a really deep sofa. So we got their 2-seat sofa in medium cord velours, dark gray, and we also added an ottoman to it, as well as some of their pillows. I'll have all the details in the description box below if you guys are interested. I love these because their covers are machine washable and easily removable. You could swap them out for something else in the future if you ever wanted to. And obviously with the sofas being fully modular, they come apart. You can take off the side armrests if you want. There's so many different ways to configure these. You could even have fun mix and matching the fabric if you'd like. They also make the same sofa with special outdoor covers. You could design your outdoor patio or terrace with Vetsac beanbags or sofas. The Vetsac sofa comes in a box and is super easy to assemble with no tools, and they're made of sustainable high quality materials and recycled bottles. They're handmade, ethically produced, and extremely long lasting. I think we may definitely also be getting a beanbag for the space in the future. I'm not sure what fabric to get it in. But yeah, I'm super excited to share this with you guys because I think this company is so in line with our values, and everything that they make is just so beautiful. So thank you so much to Vetsac for partnering with me on this video. And now we're gonna get back into the renovation and home improvement content.
Let's do it this week.
Good morning, you guys. I just woke up. I'm having my coffee. All the windows are open. It's so funny in the same video, which this video is like spanning over a month of time because it's just updates that we're doing to the house. There was like 2 to 3 feet of snow on the ground, and now it's 80 degrees. It's very warm for up here. It doesn't get that warm a lot of the time because we're in the mountains. It's melted all of the snow and the trees are starting to bud. We're getting to see like what exists on our property and in the garden for the first time because we got the house in fall, so we never really got to see. So that's super fun. I was definitely planning on getting my hands dirty and getting into the landscaping and gardening this spring. But now I'm like, I should just see what's here because I don't even know what's here. And we can take a lot of time to plan for next year and kind of funnel our money in other ways for now because there's definitely other things that we want to get done for the house. I'll show you guys around a bit outside later. Walking barefoot outside is so nice. We don't really have much grass on our property, but we have a lot of moss. So it's very like spongy. Yeah, you saw we completed our railing. And other than that, we've just been doing a lot of smaller projects while we save money for bigger projects that definitely need done by a professional. The exterior of our house is not in great shape. It's fully functional, it just needs a serious sand and paint job, which we're planning on doing this summer. You can only really do that in the summer because the way that wood expands and changes its shape in heat and cold, it doesn't make sense to do it any other time of year. That's a pretty big undertaking financially. I think that's kind of our number one priority where we're wanting to funnel money, but obviously I still want to do a lot of DIY things myself and try to keep it on a nice budget. You just saw that we painted some hardware in the house. I was gonna buy new hardware for these cabinets that are in our TV room upstairs, and I was like, I should just paint them. So we painted them. They look like they're cast iron actually, just with like a nice flat black paint. I also really want to remove the molding around these cabinets because it just doesn't fit the vibe of the house at all. I usually love molding, but not here. So I think I'm gonna try to remove those. I don't think I'm gonna get into that this weekend though. I also want to do some repairs on the wood cabinets here. As you can see, I don't mind a bit of age. Like you can see our paneling has some texture. Also, they attached this light switch afterwards and nothing will fit this without us cutting it. You can see it. That's the color the walls used to be everywhere before this. So it's like behind the molding, so it kind of has to come off anyways, but I can get it to match. We still haven't done this yet. This zone's not looking its best, and this carpet was everywhere in here. We still have to rip that up. I also have a new light fixture to go here, and popcorn ceilings will be removed, which we're gonna DIY. The kind of sad thing about summer is that the trees are gonna block our beautiful mountain views over here. But I'm so excited for them to bud and everything's gonna feel so lush and nice. Also, you guys, these stairs, as you can tell, we obviously didn't touch them when we redid our floors here. I'm thinking about painting them and then adding a runner. Like I've thought about painting them black. I know some people really hate that look. Or we could refinish them to kind of try to match the floors. Let me know what you think. You know, they're not looking too hot and I've gotta rip the staples up on all of these. They look so dirty, but I promise I cleaned them. We also painted those little knobs. They used to be like a really shiny gold before, and I was gonna get new hardware for them, but why would I do that when I can just still use these? I'd probably get something similar anyways. This is actually the entrance to our crawl space. So those aren't even functional doors. It's basically just like a slab of wood that you remove to get into the crawl space. Because this part of the house is actually an addition. The house used to stop before the stairs and the crawl space entrance was obviously outside. I've actually thought also, because I was planning on getting new exterior door hardware for here. It's very backlit, but maybe I'll try to just paint these first. I really don't like the shiny gold. The shape isn't my favorite either, but you guys, exterior door hardware is like $1,000. So I think we're gonna try painting it first. The stove looks so much better since I repainted it. I'm also thinking we're gonna replace these ceiling fans for something slightly more modern, but I still want them to feel like mid-century. I don't want them to be ugly. The fans are very practical because there's not AC in this house. You don't really need AC most of the time, so that's why it's pretty common up here. But I want to get like a large pendant lantern sort of light, maybe like a Noguchi one, to hang down in this zone over the living area. And I'll want the fan to just kind of like blend into the ceiling in that way. Also, should we keep these? I don't know how I feel about them. You guys have to let me know. We also have them in here. Everyone's so torn on these skis. I think they're coming off the wall. Just with them being like the only art piece that we have, it's not really in a line with what we want to do for the house. If any of you guys want them, you can pick them up from me. Sorry, I'm just spewing a lot right now, but also these ceilings, as you can see here, are different from these ceilings. I love these ones. These look like they just like painted it with primer or something. It's just very cool toned and the rest of the house is very warm toned, but I think we might paint them white because ceilings in our kitchen are white, just to kind of like tie everything in, but I want to keep the beams. What do you guys think? Or should we try to get them to this color? There's just already all of this wood in here, so I don't know. But I want to show you outside some of our flowers that are coming out. So this is going to be a whole project here. It already has been a whole project here. We have a gravel driveway and the snowplows had pushed so much gravel into our garden beds, like so much. This pile was like above my knees and we probably should have started dealing with it sooner, but there's still a lot of gravel in the garden beds. But look what still came out of the gravel. We have all these tulips. I've seen them around some of the rest of the house too, which is very nice. Then we have a few large rhododendrons around the house. These are gonna bloom pink. And then Siggy was telling me we have a blackberry bush in here. I'm not totally certain about that. Or is this it? I'm not sure. It's just a lot of moss. It's so nice. So there's very much cleaning up to do out here that I think we're just gonna focus on instead of adding anything this summer. And there's a good look at what the exterior of our house looks like. So this morning we've had some drama. I've been up here by myself. Siggy's coming back up today. He had to go into the city for work. And I've been here at the house waiting for our new washer and dryer delivery. This house had the original like 80s washer and dryer and we were using them. I was so stoked to finally have a washer and dryer. I've never had one in my adult life. And they finally died. They lived a good life. So we had to purchase a new washer and dryer. We were planning on doing that eventually anyways. And we had the appliance delivery today. And, you know, I was talking to Siggy. I was like, maybe we should measure the door frame just to make sure that these get out. They look a little wide. And he was like, they have to get in there some way. Like, they're gonna get out. Don't worry about it. So did not measure. Dumb. Delivery guys get here, they can't get the old washer and dryer out. Usually when you get appliances delivered, you can also like have them haul away your old ones. They can't get them out. They're being very sweet to me. I'm here alone, you know, single woman in distress. You gotta take advantage of that sometimes. So they demolished the old ones to get them out. They're a bit bigger than our new ones. And then the new ones also didn't fit in our utility room. We found out that basically the utility had been framed after the washer and dryer were already inside. You have a sock? Also has a sock. The framing needed to be broken down to get anything out. It was also so disgusting under the old washer and dryers. I gave them a good tip, but me and the delivery guys broke down the door frame just now for our new washer and dryer to go in there. We were planning on, I'm not even gonna show you it because it's really bad. It's painted bright blue. It's just like also kind of gross in there. And we're planning on doing a full renovation. Whatever, it had to happen eventually. But oh my gosh, you guys, definitely embarrassing. I could tell they were making fun of me. So listen to measure before your appliances get delivered. It kind of made me think about when we do new kitchen appliances eventually, how we're gonna get them in this house, especially like a fridge. We'll see. That's the drama today. I'm very happy to have a more efficient washer and dryer though. So I'm just working here for the rest of the day. I have a lot of like admin computer work to get done. But I've also been texting Siggy's mom today and we're always like brainstorming. Everyone in his family is very into like renovation and real estate. She's telling me she was just at Home Depot and she saw a demo for some paints that looked really great for a DIY option on floor tile. So eventually we're gonna redo this floor tile, obviously, in our kitchen, and it also goes into our mudroom and laundry room. But like I was saying, we have some other priorities right now. This tile is driving me crazy. We may try to paint it in the coming weeks. We have a lot of more durable like seal and paint options. And yeah, the demos that we were looking at looked really good. So maybe that will be a whole project in itself. I think it will also be really good to test what we end up wanting to do for the flooring in there. We can see some different colors because the kitchen renovation I think is probably going to be the most expensive reno that we do in the house, and I want to make sure it's planned well. Have you guys ever painted tile floors before? I know you can also get peel and stick, but those are quite expensive. I would rather save the money towards getting actual new floors. Paint option, I'm sure we could do it for like $200, $300 max. And I've got to get to doing some work. I also need to take Laszlo outside for a nice long run because it's so nice out.